In this video, we're going to look at how you can use a couple of IT processes in your business that can improve efficiency and increase security. But before we start, don't forget to like this video, and if you've got any comments, please use the comment box below. Let's take a look at a common scenario. You've got a new starter in your business and they arrive in the office for their first day, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They sit down at the desk and switch on the computer, but they can't log on because the password they've been given isn't right. So they have to call IT. Eventually they get logged on and they open their email, but unfortunately the email address isn't spelt right. So they call IT. They then try to find an application they need to do their jobs, but unfortunately it's not installed. So they call IT. Later that afternoon they try to print out a Word document, but there's no printer attached. So you've guessed it, they call IT. Now this all sounds a little bit extreme and slightly comical, but this happens in businesses all the time. And it's something that doesn't have to happen. A new starter in your business can get all their IT set up correctly by just implementing a single new starter process. A new starter form is just a physical document or an online form that you can use every time someone new is about to start your business. It sets the perfect impression when they start on their first day and everything is set up perfectly. So what kind of things do you need to include in a new starter form? Well, obviously the name, their department, what computer they're going to be using. Is there an existing computer there, or do you have to buy another one? What applications do they need to do the jobs? Can they have personal email on their phones? Do they need a business phone? What about working remotely? Do they need remote access to anything? All these things can be included on the new starter form. And every new starter form is different for different businesses. But if you can work with your IT support company to get the perfect new starter form, it will avoid those first day blues. So what's the opposite of a new starter process? Well, it's a new leaver process. Something that I see all the time when I go into new customers. They've got live accounts for employees that have left the business weeks, months, or even years ago. They might still be able to log in and access the company emails even though they've left the business. They might have remote access to the network. All these things cause a significant risk to your business. And if you're wanting your business to go through something like the Cyber Essentials scheme, then this would be an automatic fail. It's really important that you've got a process in place so when someone leaves your business, all their IT is switched off at a certain day and a certain time. Again, a leaver process can be a physical document or an online form. So what does a leaver process need to include? Well, firstly, it needs to include the date and the time that the employee will be leaving the business. That way, IT can switch off their access. Secondly, what happens to the email? Not everyone will know that the employee has left the business and they might still be getting inquiries from customers or partners. So who within your business needs to have access to the mailbox moving forward? And for how long? Because you don't want to keep the email address open forever. Are there any software licensing costs that you can get rid of to reduce your costs? Things like Office 365. If someone has left the business, they no longer need a paid license. Do they have access to any cloud-based applications like Xero for accounting? If so, this needs to be removed. And what about company property? Do they own a company mobile phone or a company laptop? Again, you need to arrange these to be returned to the company. So all these things will be covered in a new leaver process. IT isn't always about technical solutions. Good IT management is about having these types of processes in place. And these are two simple processes that you can implement in your business today. I hope you found this video useful. I'll see you again soon.